the Lions get the victory over the Bears, but even more importantly than that, the culture officially cemented because you got to see two different cultures, two different franchises on the field. And for so many years, the Lions were the Bears mindset, if you will, where you could just sense it, where the Bears are wondering, how's this going to go south? Are we going to actually lose this? I think we're probably going to. What big play is going to go against us? What call is going to go against us? Oh, no. And they played tight, nervous, where the Lions, for the first time since in my lifetime, it's how are we going to win this? How are we going to find a way? We'll find a way. We got the players to do it, the coaching staff to do it, the entire culture is there, and it was really cemented in this game. I remember Aaron Glenn saying this a while back, where he's like, "We got to get back to where we expect to win. We expect it." And he pointed out guys from colleges, from powerhouse colleges, Ohio State, Michigan, where you expect to win. You expect to go out and beat Rutgers, and it's different in college, but the whole point is the Lions expect to be in the game. It used to be that for a minute there was like, well, they expected to be in the game. Hey, we're going to be in the game. Like, let's try to do this. But then now they expect to win. And winning in the National Football League is hard. It's just hard to do. We know as Lions fans, we know that. And so to win and to have the different a switch of mindset of how are we going to figure out a way to do this versus how are we going to blow this is incredible. So I want to look at a couple other things here. Look back at the Lions record 20 you can kind of see historically, right? 2014 11-5, that's probably one of the better teams that we had. Still didn't win the division. Aaron Rodgers was on fire that year. That might have been the year they ran the table and beat us at home at the end to win the division. Brutal. And then 2015 16 and 17, it's just like anytime we did, we're right on that teetering line between winning and not winning. Right at 500. It's just, even when we won, it was heroics by Stafford, who was a phenom at this point, to Calvin Johnson. And then we go to Matt Patricia. And the point here was, okay, Patricia, take us over the hump, right? We're 9-7. He makes us incredibly worse, like historically bad fall for a team that was, I don't know, 18, 19, and 20 were the worst years to be a Lions fan. You're throwing COVID a little bit in there too. And it's just like, what are we doing? The 2020 year was just terrible. No fans in the stands. And we're just, and then you bring in a culture change. Now, I never bought the culture thing because we never really had a culture. We didn't really knew what that was, what that meant. And Dan Campbell really brought it. And I heard him talk about what the next coach at Texas A&M should be, because Dan Campbell played at Texas A&M. Of course, his name got brought up. And boom, in one sentence, there's like, this dude could switch around Texas A&M. He's like, it's got to be a guy that gets Texas, that blah, blah, right, said all these things. And I'm like, this dude's unbelievable. Dan Campbell is a former Lion, gets the city. Remember how he went out when his first couple weeks here, he went to like a Ford factory and walked around. And I mean, like, the guy gets Detroit, gets Michigan, gets Ford Field, gets Western Michigan, gets the whole thing, gets the history. Remember, he talked about the history, owned it. So you see a team in 2021 can't get it going, no talent out there, trying to strip the roster down from these 1920 teams of Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn that were just terrible. And Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell have come in. This is not updated. They're now 8-2 and just completely changed everything around, from culture, coaches, talent. It's all there now. And so to see it on full display, a team that had a chance to come in and beat the Lions and really should have, right? Lions just played a clunky game and it was off from the beginning. It just was like, oh my gosh, how is this going to go? And that third quarter, beginning of the fourth, when the Bears go on like an 8-minute drive, and it's like, I just don't know if this is in the cards today. I don't think the Lions are going to pull this out. And then boom, your quarterback, your best players rise to the occasion. Bang, bang, 2 touchdown drives, game over, Lions win. Incredible. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. I feel like the Lions are winning games, but that's not the most important thing right now. It's that the culture's there, the trajectory's there, the sustainability's there, and that's what's so cool to see. Because again, even though Stafford years we would win, but it was just like Miracle City, right? Just okay, we won. That's pretty exciting, but is that repeatable? Like, can we keep doing that? So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one, and we'll see all of you on the next one.